This is a terrible idea. Hey everyone, it's me, Thunder Cookie. Welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be ranking the Vanoss crew. I have them all set up right here, and we're going to be ranking them accordingly. I know I don't sound very enthusiastic about it, only because I know this probably won't do anything for me, but I thought it would be a fun idea to make for a video, you know? And I'd assume that, you know, only a select few people are going to see this video, and who knows how well it's going to do, but that's not the point. I'm here to rank all of the so far listed Vanoss crew members. I don't remember who this is, though. Yeah, that might be bad. Anyways, so let's start off by who we've got from the left to the right. So, Fourzero. Scotty. I love Scotty. He's a very creative content creator. He's got a lot going on for him currently. He's pulling a bunch of views with a lot of his recent videos, and I'm very surprised with how they've managed to pop out. I watch him only occasionally. You know, sometimes I get recommended some videos to watch from him, but his content always makes me laugh, and there's always some exclusive footage in there that you don't usually see from anyone else. And I watch him to support him as well, so Scotty gets an immediate A tier. He's a good guy, and I really appreciate him. So moving on, basically I do work, which is Marcel. I love Marcel. It's not because they use him as token black guy in the group, but that's the ongoing trope, and it's so far proven to be quite the eye catcher for some people, and they usually hop on the video when he's there. So it's always nice to have Marcel around for some extra comedy. He does have a very creative comedic mind. He does know how to make you laugh. I watch a couple of his videos as well. I very much enjoy them a lot. I watch most of these people's videos, well, not all of them. It's not only because of drama, it's only because they also don't upload, but we'll get to that eventually. A tier. I'm not familiar with who you are, unfortunately. Oh, it's Bryce! Bryce. Oh boy. I didn't even know that was Bryce. Holy shit. I think there were a couple of videos that he was there when he was recording Call of Duty World at War Zombies with Vanoss and other people. I don't remember, it was years ago. I'm gonna have to look at those videos again just to make sure that I'm getting my facts straight. But I remember hearing about Bryce and some of the videos from most of the crew. Didn't really get into watching most of his videos. I don't know why, I just didn't feel like it. Bryce, based on what I know about him, yeah, he gets a B tier. Delirious' best friend. Look at that, they're next to each other. Cartoonz. Now, I don't know how to feel about Cartoonz. I don't know what to say. I don't watch his videos either. I don't know why. I just don't like, you know, I never thought about watching his videos at all. I didn't think about it only because, like, I usually just seen him in some of the videos from Delirious and some videos with Vanoss and other people as well, but I didn't really think about watching some of his videos. I'll probably give that a thought sometime later on, but for now, based on what I know about Cartoonz, I know he's a funny guy, so I'll comfortably put him in B tier, knowing that he's actually pretty good at what he does. H2O Delirious. I think I'm just gonna ignore the drama for now. Delirious is amazing. I love Delirious before and after 2014. Like, 2014 Delirious was probably my favorite kind of Delirious, like most people say, including some of the content creators here in this list. And Delirious himself is actually not that bad of a content creator. He can hold out on his own because he has his playthroughs of a bunch of video games that I've seen from some of his videos in the past, which I have seen when I was younger. So he's composed partially of my childhood. And he's just an overall funny guy. His laugh is amazing. The videos that he's got are amazing. The way he plays games, the way he thinks, the way he acts with his friends, it's all just a recipe for amazing content, and he's the key ingredient for most of them. Hi, A. Oh boy. Here's someone who hasn't uploaded in a while. This is an example I was talking about. Good old cockatoos lover. Droid is amazing. I loved Droid before, and I love him to this day. It's just a shame that he doesn't upload as much as he does, or as much as he used to. I remember watching a couple of his recent uploads as well, just, you know, fucking around at GTA and messing around and, you know, pulling up the voice and all that sort of stuff, you know, doing the whole the gay Mexican thing, you know. It was pretty funny, and I really enjoyed it a lot. He was one of the people that kind of, you know, weren't really there, but at the same time, their presence was felt. You know, you knew they were there anyways. It didn't matter if they didn't talk. You know he's there, you know? So, he goes, hi B, just because of the upload schedule. Kryoz. Oof, Kryoz is an interesting one. I don't watch Kryoz either. Oh, God. Should I just make a new category for people that I don't watch? No, I feel like that would be just a little bit too insulting. It's already insulting enough that I don't watch their videos. I know Kryoz because of other people, not because of his involvement in the Vanoss crew. I know him because of, you know, Fitz and Swagger Souls and Smitty and a bunch of videos that he's been involved in, CSGO and all that sort of stuff. So I've heard him in a bunch of videos before, and he's a pretty funny guy. Now, have I seen any of his videos? Unfortunately not, and that is quite insulting, but he's a pretty funny guy. I'll give him that. Second to highest in B. The squeaker himself, Louis Calibre. No, it's pronounced Louis Caliber, and I know that. Louis, he's a funny guy. Same thing like Delirious. I've used to watch him along with a bunch of other people back in the day during like 2013, 2014, GTA, you know, Call of Duty. I know him as well, like a bunch of people here, you know, like Marcel and Scotty and Delirious. I know them because I used to watch a bunch of their videos back in the past, as well as Louis' videos when he used to upload. But Louis is funny. He has, you know, his whole thing going on with the squeaking, you know, and that, you know, voice that he does. And his comedy nowadays still holds up. It's still pretty funny. His laugh always makes me laugh. He's always got this energy around him that's just very nice. Now, I won't compliment him too much because I don't want to say something that I might say on accident. And the closest I've ever gotten to talking to Louis was in a live stream. It was in a live stream about drama. But that's the closest I've ever come to talking to Louis because he's actually heard my voice. But that's not important. That's irrelevant. It's just me tooting my own horn here. Hi, A. I actually just leave Louis all the way over at low A just because of his upload schedule and the fact that he doesn't upload anymore, actually. I just miss if he were to upload. He still live streams though, so be sure to check him out. He still live streams. I don't know if I'm gonna leave all of these people's, well, not all of these people's URLs in the description in case you guys want to check them out, but I will leave the links to their channels in the description to those I see fit. Now, here's one person I won't be leaving in the description. Pedolad. Now, Craig... Oh, Jesus. Obviously, he gets the lowest tier possible. Because it's obvious why, and I don't need to explain why. And, he gets to be put where he belongs. Fucking kitty fiddler. Anyways, moving on to someone who's a lot more wholesome. we've got Moose Knuckle, or otherwise known as just Moo now. Moo he's the kind of guy that you want around in your group in case something gets a little too off topic, or if, you know, conversations get a little too out of pocket. Brock is a great guy. He's funny, he's got that, you know, dad humor, he's got the witty one-liners, he's usually someone in the group that I appreciate only because he has this amazing timing when it comes to the comments that he makes, and it always makes me laugh. And there's also his rage, which he's got going on for him, getting him a lot of views because of that. It was funny as hell. I still love it, but I don't want to say, you know, I don't want to say he's SJW, because I think he's just doing what he can to make sure that the group stay on track and focus on what they need to do, and not deviate too much into stuff that he usually doesn't talk about, or stuff that he can't include in his own channel, which is what he includes, I think, in his second channel, which he probably leaves either uncensored or depends on what he wants to do with it. But I do know that he does include a lot of stuff that he wouldn't include on his main channel, on his second channel. I love Moo, and I love the stuff that he does, but only because he's only recently kind of, you know, how do I put this? All of these people so far on this list, you know, we all know them from the past, and we all know how well they used to be and how high their views were back in the day. And it was because it was back in the day that all of their stuff did so well. They had so many things that worked out for them, and nowadays, since everyone's just grown older and society's changed and views of lots of different things have changed, the group had to just, you know, some of the people in the group just had to adjust to it. And I feel like Moo's one of the people that wanted to kind of get into the family-friendly business of YouTube, just because he wanted to be a good example for his family. And I very much respect that. I love Moo, and I love his content. I just wish he was the same as he was back then. Unfortunately, it's a wish that will never come true, and it's not something I can decide. Anyways, moving on. Dahi di Nogla. I love Nogla. Dude, I love Nogla. I don't know if this is gonna come across as like me jerking him off or something like that, but fuck me, dude. Nogla is hilarious. Back then to this day, he is still one of the funniest crew members in the entire Vanoss crew, and I watch every single one of his videos to this day. There's no video that I leave, there's no stone unturned, there's no single video that I haven't watched to this date, unless it's like something that's, you know, not really that interesting. So I can't really make that claim, but what I'm saying is I watch a lot of his content. Fast S tier right there. I can't really express how much I appreciate the guy and how much I love the guy. And since he's recently been posting a lot of, you know, religious stuff on Twitter and being wholesome on Twitter as well, and looking out for people like Terrorizer, who, you know, is the opposite of Nogla, I kind of find him to be someone I can relate with. I got the same hairstyle as him, the same beard length as well. You can say that I'm a fanboy if you want. I don't really care. It doesn't matter to me. But I love Nogla. He's by far my favorite. And just when I thought we were gonna shy away from drama, we've got Okay, so I'm gonna be completely honest here. Back then, great YouTuber. I really appreciated everything he did. I'd subscribe to him, I'd watch his videos, until he started uploading a little bit too much of Dead by Daylight, and then the whole drama happened with Terrorizer and a bunch of other stuff that we don't need to talk about, that's already out there on the YouTubes for you to look up, and I don't have to explain, just so that we don't make this video longer than it has to be. He gets an automatic C tier. Only because I know that he's not worse than this guy. There we go. That fits pretty well. In any case, moving on. We've got Big Jiggly Panda. Oh, Jesus. Where do I even start with Panda? Where do I start with Panda? Oh boy. Well, I love him. He's fucking hilarious. He's by far at the same level as Nogla, if not even funnier than him. Oh my lord. Everything he does is just funny. His, little remarks, his laugh, everything he does basically just makes me laugh. He could just stand in front of you and just talk, and I'd smile. He brings me joy. He brings everyone else joy, and everyone loves his laugh, and his content is amazing. Even though he shied away from the crew for a little bit just to do his own thing, a lot of YouTubers tend to, just want to do their own thing, and I respect that. And we'll talk about that same kind of thing with a couple other YouTubers, I think, that we've got going on so far here. Well, not really a couple, one in particular, but Panda gets a high rating. He gets S tier. Bite me if you think otherwise. Smitty. Now, Smitty isn't really the kind of guy I'd say is part of the Vanoss crew, but he's technically kind of still part of it because he's participated a lot in a bunch of their videos. On his own, Smitty is already like a great content creator. He's got a lot of views. He's got a lot of videos that are working out for him. I don't know how he's been doing recently with views, but I know that he pushes out a bunch of great and funny content with a bunch of his friends, one of them being Kryoz, which is already here on this list. But in any case, I think Smitty is a really good YouTuber, but do I think he's part of the crew? I wouldn't really say so. I'll put him on a low B, just because of his involvement in the crew. Spoonerism. Oh boy, this one is an old one. Oy, oy, oy. I don't really remember much of Spoon. He was there during like the very old, very young days of YouTube, along with the rest of the crew. I don't really remember too much about him. I do kind of remember some of the things that he'd say, actually. He was there, actually, I think, in part of some of the World at War Zombies games that he'd play with Vanoss and a bunch of other people. I remember those, and he was pretty funny. And he has some really good humor. He's a cool guy. I remember Spoon, he's pretty good. And I think he's one of the people also that kind of shied away from the group after a while and never uploaded ever again. I don't really know for sure. Let's do some quick fact checking here. Oh, look at that. He still uploads. Oh, I didn't even know about that. Huh. Look at that. Well, he streams on Twitch. Be sure to go and follow him and watch some of his videos. I think I'll just put him just a little bit higher than Smitty. Alright, now we're getting into the really spicy ones. Le Terrorizer, Brian Michael Hamby. Ooh. What do I have to say about Brian? He's great. He's a great guy. I love him. Yeah, he's great. I love him. He's great. He's funny. Most of my jokes are because of him, and my humor is also because of him. I can't think of anything properly to say this. Okay, let me just compose myself real quick and actually figure out what I'm going to say about this before I get in trouble. Who the fuck am I kidding? He's not going to see this anyway. Brian has been a pain in the ass these past couple of videos. I don't know why. He's been annoying me, but I don't understand why.
Ah! Why is no one fucking ever behind me protecting? What are you doing over there? The two are both fucking each other.
What are you talking about?
My God!
Reviving him.
I'm trying to figure that out myself. I think it's just me because I think it's just because I side mostly with Nogla, and when I hear Terrorizer speak against Nogla, I just get triggered. But that's just me. It's not like it's a big deal. Regardless, he's really amazing, and I love Brian, even though he's got different views than me, and I know he's a decent person. He's a great human being. I helped him out on multiple occasions. I'm in his Discord server as well, so I support him a lot. So just because I feel like he's annoying doesn't mean that I don't want to support him anymore. I still support this guy a lot. And then I was told that I was probably going to get a signed shirt. And I never got it. Give me my signed shirt, asshole. Anyway. Hi, S. Now we're moving on to the big guns. Vanoss. Now, need I say more? Need I say more, really? I can't really say much here to, you know, to avoid being called a simp and avoid being called a bunch of names, but I don't need to say much. Vanoss's videos speak for themselves. His entire YouTube community, his viewership, his videos, the quality of them back in the day, his humor as of 2020 until, you know, 2023 has been nothing short of hilarious. Everything he's been doing so far with his friends has been funny, regardless of lack of content or lack of maps to play or anything like that from any of his Gmod videos or anything similar to that. Lack of ideas is something he doesn't have. He can think of anything and he can make it happen if he wants to. He gets easily a high S. Evan is a great guy. I love his music, by the way. I listen to his music as well. I love his music. And yeah, he's a great guy. I love him. Wildcat. Oof, Tyler is a difficult one for me. I don't really watch much of Tyler's stuff, but I do kind of watch some of it. I'd only shied away from Tyler's stuff only because of Fortnite. And I remember that was one of the most scummiest things I could have done. Because I realized after growing up that, you know, YouTubers, and here's the example I was talking about, YouTubers just kind of want to do their own thing. They're not forced to be, you know, with the same group for the rest of their career. They're not forced to be uploading with a bunch of the same people that they've been uploading for an entire decade. They can do whatever the hell they want. And Tyler's a great example of that. Tyler's a great example of, you know, you just doing your own thing, and it's working out for him. He's got his own, like, vlogging channel. He's got his own content that he makes on a daily basis with a bunch of different people. Be it with the Vanoss crew or with others, you know? So he's pushing out some real funny content. He's a funny guy, and I still love him. And I still watch a couple of his videos to this day, you know, on and off sometimes. But I love Wildcat. He's a great guy. And I give him a really high A. Sark. Now, Sark is someone who I never knew about until Moonbase Alpha. Oh god, if you guys remember the Moonbase Alpha videos, those were pretty funny. I didn't know who Sark was until I watched Vanoss's video about Moonbase Alpha. Moonbase Alpha is a video game where you are a bunch of astronauts on the moon and you got to fix a bunch of machines before, you know, something bad happens, and you know, you save the entire mission that's going on and whatnot. And in the game, there's text-to-speech. So if you text in the live group chat in the game, there's an AI voice that spells out or reads out what you say. And there were things that you could do to make them sing music as well. And he was one of the people that exploited that as well in the Moonbase Alpha video. That's where I knew him from. And after that, obviously, in the most recent years, he's also been active, you know, in Phasmophobia and a bunch of other videos as well, in Vanoss and Terrorizer's videos. He's been very active with them recently. Haven't seen much of him as of late, but I know he's got a family and I know he's got a lot of good things going on for him. So props to him. Sark gets an immediate S. A lot higher than all these guys, solely because I know he's started a lot more before them, and he's a great guy. He's hilarious, and I love him. He's way more creative than these three, obviously. He's way more creative than Brian, obviously. And Nogla as well. I would say that he's on par with Panda, maybe, on creativity. Maybe even more. But yeah. Anyways, so that is going to conclude it for this tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed, and please let me know what you think in the comments. If you guys want me to do another one on another different crew or another tier list about someone else, please let me know in the comments below if you want me to change my tone of voice. I know it sounds very boring and awkward, blah, 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 blah. I'm really enthusiastic about these kinds of things, but it's just because it's not easy for me to yell in the current circumstances that I'm in. But I hope you guys enjoyed these videos. Be sure to leave a like, and, you know, if you want, go ahead and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.